You know what's really bothering me? Uh, is everybody knows me as Christian Cash. Granted, I'm not the biggest wrestler in the world. I'm not, any other WWE or TNA or one of the most infamous indie wrestlers in the world. But I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing, and I want to set the record straight on just a couple of things with WWE. WWE is so Illuminati. Um, all you hear about is like Satan this and Hell in a Cell and Triple H doing the devil horns like this, like every time he points or something, and yeah, like Tensai Albert, um, whatever you want to call him, A Train, has a Baphomet on the middle of his chest. If you notice it, it's in red tattooed on his chest, which is the Baphomet's the goat's head. It's pretty fucked up, and I'm not one of the type of wrestlers that's gonna sit there and I'm not gonna be keeping myself PG or anything because I'm for the people by the people, and I'm not gonna. I will sit here and admit that I swear like a sailor. I don't do it in front of the fans or I don't do it in front of the children because I'm showing the children you can actually have a dream and chase it. I'm not saying it like bullshit like the way WWE do it. WWE wouldn't take me in or anything anyways because of my build structure, but yet, Brodus Clay's in there. No, never mind, he's a fucking former gangbanger and shit. I mean, come on, he was the bodyguard for Snoop. And I got nothing against Snoop because he was one of the greatest fucking rappers of all time, besides Eminem, Tupac, and Biggie, and Dr. Dre, which I'm giving the shout out to Dr. Dre and David Guetta for Beats by Dre. I have the Beats by Dre mixers, the neon blue limited edition, and those are the shit. My brother, as you probably know, uh, I got brothers that are in the music business as well. Um, look up Mike Mitty in SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook. It's MICMIDI. Look up Knock Nitty. Look up Mellow Man, Christopher Mellow Inc. Ink Boy Mellow. Um, Goat Bell Goat, GHOAT. Um, those are my brothers. Um, they are all in Mischievous Inc. together, and yeah. So my family really, we do a lot. Um, I got an uncle in Belfast that's a boxer. I'm also a paranormal investigator too. Um, I'll be doing a lot of that once I get back to the United States. Um, but yeah. Anyways, I'm getting back to the wrestling stuff. Um, and yeah, if you don't believe that I have the Beats by Dre, yeah, right there. Yeah, boy. Um, yeah, because I got a Mac and a MacBook and everything. My MacBook's right there, and right now I'm recording this off of my iPad. Um, just back to the wrestling thing. Um, as far as anything, um, whatever you want to know about me, I was born in fucking July 27th of 1983. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I'm actually from part of a town in Boston, which is the greatest town ever, Dorchester, Massachusetts. I also grew up in South Boston, Massachusetts, too, which is right off of Dorchester. So I am a Southie punk and a dot rat. Um, I was trained in Richard Burns Tang Sudo Center and the wrestling classes there, which I was actually trained by Steve the Reaper Beck, Robert Danny Deathwish Bragdon, and Eric Unstoppable Sale, and Eric Sale is his real name for Eric Unstoppable, aka Eric Navarro. Danny Deathwish and Sergeant Psycho was actually Robert Bragdon, and Steve the Reaper Beck is Steve Beck. I was trained by the three of them. I started out pretty much backyard. Um, I was just learning how to take bumps and everything on cement. So when I finally got in the ring to start training at the Tang Soo Do Center, I just started, in the ring where, it was easy to take bumps and everything. I trained for about a year, and then I got my first in ring debut with ACW. Now, don't get it twisted. It's not the ACW that's known around the United States. It was a local ACW and strictly in Malden, Massachusetts, which was actually owned by Robert Bragdon, Danny Deathwish, which was actually known as American Championship Wrestling. And I debuted in the IPPW, the internet pay-per-view. It was Scars and Stripes, so it was for July Patriotics Day. I started off as Justin Sane. Found out somebody else has the name, so I dropped that name. I was going by Chaos for a while, and that's what a H and a KHAOS. H is silent. But finding out, there's, that incredible, talented dude, Joey Chaos. Don't know him personally, but seen his work, he's great. So I dropped that name around 2008, 2007. I get a call from a cousin of mine's, which started off NAW, and NAW was New Alternative Wrestling, and that's when I debuted as Christian Cash. Now, as far as me being Christian Cash, I've went on to fight in the NAW and NEW, EPWA, back to ACW, BXWA, and if you guys want to know where I got the name Christian Cash from, I'm pretty much I'm a Jay Riso fan, which is other known as Christian in WWE. TNA, he's Christian Cash. Christian Cage, sorry. And that's where I came up with the name. And, straight from there, I started doing the wrestling thing. The reason why I got into wrestling was because I was a big fan of it. I used to watch it all the time from pretty much in diapers. I used to watch it like every Saturday till Monday Night Raw came, and Nitro came, and ECW came, and I always watched it with my father up until he passed away when I was 16. We watched it faithfully. We'd be flicking back and forth between TNT and the USA Network, or TNN before it was Spike, to watch WWE and WCW, and it was a great thing. So one of the reasons why I got into the wrestling business to begin with was because it was my father's dream to have one of his children become a professional wrestler. Me and my brothers used to watch it all the time with my father. My father passed away in December 5th of 1999. He had a heart attack. Other than that, God rest his soul. Awesome man. Type of person to give you his shirt off his back. Great mechanic. He could Mickey Mouse anything to make it work. I remember him taking my great grandmother's old Monte Carlo, and the horn didn't work, and he rigged it so a light switch, like a regular light switch to a house, was used for the horn, and that's how good he was with what he was doing. But I got into the wrestling business, and as soon as I got into NAW is when I won my first my first championship title, which was the NAW Alternative Champion. the championship, in which I won that. I was the first NAW champion, and I ended up losing it in a triple threat match. I lost it to Tom Bellington, Tom the Bomb, whatever he wants to call himself, from RWA. A lot of the guys from RWA were actually part of NAW at the time. My cousin let me go because I had slight ring rust, because I didn't do it for like 6 months to a year. And I was doing all that, because I'm also a graphic designer too. I was doing the graphic designing for the website, and doing the promo pics for everybody. And just all of a sudden, shit went sour, and I ended up getting fired from the company for absolutely nothing. And one thing you learn from the business is, like they do say, they don't trust anybody but yourself. Like, you can't even trust on family. But as far as business wise, you can trust family when it comes to family matters, but when it comes to business, you don't trust anybody in the business but yourself. Like, I don't trust any promoter, I don't trust anybody. And when I do a wrestling show, I want the money up front first, because I'm not getting stooped on anything else. But if you guys want to know anything more, just please subscribe. I'm happy to answer any kind of questions that you have. I'm getting ready to knock out for the night, because I'm jet lagged. But hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. And if you guys want to know anything else, I got a sister 34, my mother's 47. I got an aunt that is 43 that thinks she's 30. My sisters range between 36 to 29 years old, well, to 20 years old. My youngest is 20. My youngest brother is going to be 21. My oldest brother is 31. He's a year older than me. My grandmother is 67 years old. She's going to be 68 soon. She's recovering from a stroke, so that's pretty much who I've been taking care of during the week while I'm not wrestling, or I'm not at the gym or anything like that. Other than that, everything's cool. Alright, so you guys all have a great night, and if you guys want to know anything, just hit me up.